All right, gang. So it's the day after Thanksgiving and markets are dead. Not a lot going on here. We got an hour before market closes, so we'll just do a little bit of a lesson here on scanning and ToS, right? And they got a great um, scanning capabilities, right? They're really in depth. You can do a lot with scanning. So we'll do a couple of basic scan setups and work our way from there. So with ToS, right? When you head over to the scan page, it should look like this. If you've never messed with it before, right? Or if I reset it, it should look like this. It'll be like on the stock hacker. It's going to show some basic stuff. I usually like to start fresh and just kind of hit the delete little X's here to just be completely fresh. So let's do something like, let me see here. We want stocks that are moving on some unusual volume. Okay, something that's picking up some volume here, and maybe for a day trade, right? So the first thing you want to do, let's kind of talk about this. You can see here under add conditional group, there are 3 different options you can do. So you have all of the following, which is where I'm at right now, and what that means is everything you put in here under the filters on this section means it has to match those for it to pop up on a scan. Then you have none of the following, right? Which is clear. If you put anything in here, it'll scan to make sure it has none of those items. And then obviously any, which if you do like, I want to squeeze on the 5 and 15, it'll pull up everything that's squeezing on both 5 or 15. Okay. So we'll start with all of the following here. And we're going to want to go ahead and click add filter. We're going to do a stock filter first. Okay. And you want to have, just say you want to trade things that are over $25, right? You want to trade anything that's too low. So you want $25 as your minimum. So what you'll do is, as you can see, it defaulted stock. And this drop down, I usually would do last. Okay, so the last price that it was trading at. And the minimum, you can just do like 25. Okay, and you leave the other one alone. It'll cap out at like 10,000 or something like that. So there you go, you got your stock. And then we're going to want something that's liquid. So we're going to do another add filter here. And you're going to go to study. And over here, you would pick volume and average volume. And then what I like to do is I like to do exponential. That's just me. I always use exponential. Something, baby. Okay, so we're going to go average volume. And I'll usually go like the 30 days. Okay, and I want the exponential moving average of the volume. I want it to be greater than 750,000 on the daily chart. That means the average in the last 30 days here is about 750,000. So you got some liquid stocks to work with. And then now say you want to, thank you, find it that it's moving on a 15-minute chart that is greater than normal. So again, you'd come over here because you'll do another filter, okay? And we're gonna go study, and then this time volume. You want unusual volume. Okay, current bar has increased. We can go 30% of its typical over like 20 days. Okay, and then change this to 15-minute. Take off your before and after market hours. And then now what you have is a little scanner here that's going to scan for stocks that have over $25 greater than 750,000 on average in volume. And the 15-minute is volume has increased 30% over its average 20 bars, right? Which is 15-minute bars. Now you hit scan, and you can see this is going to bring up 50 stocks. So if we take a look at one of these just to get an idea, right? I'm going to pop this out so we can kind of show you. So we'll scan, okay, and we will see if this works. So we'll come over here to the charts, and we'll go here. So this one, we should see some increased volume, right? So we'll pick up, what is this, ACIA, 30% volume. There it is right there. Okay, I have the 10x on here so you can see. The blue dot means 30% and the arrow is 50%. So this is scanning telling me that the 15-minute bar has at least 30% unusual volume, so more volume than normal. Okay, And we just we'll check out another one. Maybe what do we have? We have ones that we know. Foot Locker. Okay, that's not Foot Locker. That's not. There we go. So there it is right there. Okay. So these are, you can kind of use this as like a breakout, right? There's 30% more volume coming in on that chart. So, you know, you might want to watch this to see if it breaks out and continues to run. All right. So that's like a basic breakout. You can do another one. Well, hey, I want to know if the 5-minute has 50%. So you do the same thing, right? Add another filter. Come down to study, do it again. Put another one in here, right? And say I want 30%, or maybe we want 50% on the 5-minute. So you come over here and do the 5-minute. We're going to take off extended hours. And then now we're going to do that scan. So this is showing the 5-minute really taking off and the 15-minute picking up. So if we were to look, let me just move this out of the way. And we'll take a look here now. We have, I don't really know any of these names. AME. You can see, right? There's your 50% on the 5-minute. And then you have your 30% on the 15-minute. Okay. Yeah, you could do that too. Another thing, right? So you want to weed it down to stocks that have, like Brandon mentioned, ones that only do options. So I didn't mention it up here, right? Where you see where it says scan in, intersect with, and exclude. You can pick, you know, all stocks, okay, all optionable stocks, only Nasdaq and NY, yeah, any of those. You can scan through your watch lists, okay. So I like to do, thank you for bringing this up, Brandon, it's all optionable. And then to get a little bit, Brandon's ahead of me again, to get a little bit more liquidity, you can change this to intersect with ones that have weeklies. Okay. I don't remember where that was at though. Public. There it is right there. Okay. So now you can scan in only stocks that are optionable, that have options on, and have weeklies. Ones that have weeklies are usually more liquid than the ones that don't have weeklies. So it gives you another option here just to, you know, do it that way. Now if we scan, it should be a lot less, and there's actually none. Okay, so as you can see, there's none in this setup here. If we take this one off and try it again, there's still nothing. So let's try taking that off and just scan that way. There we go. So that's kind of like your basic way to do it. I have a couple in here actually. Let me see if I had some basics on. I don't. These are all like my scans. I've been testing. I don't. Okay. So that's one way to scan for, you know, unusual options that are, you know, unusual activity that's moving on volume. We can even do this on a daily for swing trades. Okay, you can do that. Let's see if that brings up anything. There you go. So here, right, any stock that's over, oh, it reset again. Darn it. Let's try that again. See if it works with the weeklies. See if there's anything here. Ah, there's 7. So here's like swing trade possibility, right? You have unusual volume activity on the daily that's 30% more than the last 20 days, and they're over $25. So you can get a rough idea on what's kind of moving. mRNA, right? If I bring this chart over, you can see it. It actually has 50% unusual volume on the day. Works another one. Oh man, what did I just do? Unpause. All right, sorry about that, gang. So Moderna, right? You can see that there it is right there with 30%. Actually, it's got 50%. So that's moving, right? That could be a swing trade. You do the same thing, work would show the same thing, right? There it is, 30, 50%. So this would be a good like swing trade scanner. You can even come over here and, you know, I really want to know if it's really setting up. So let's see if it works by adding another study, and we do it like close to the 78 minutes. So we do a 1 hour. Okay. Nothing. So nothing's really showing up. I'm curious about the weekly. There you go. So here's like a breakout too. You got 10% more volume than normal on a weekly chart, 30% more on a daily chart. And of course, work and Moderna popped up. But if we look at AZN, there's this to the downside. but there's 30% on the weekly. The daily is not showing it, so I don't know why it says it's on there. But general idea, right? So you can mess around with stuff like that. Now another one, let's see. Give me another scan idea, guys. What do you want to see? If you have, well, we can get a little bit more complicated. If say you have the 10x bars, we can go a little bit. I don't want to go that deep yet. Let me see. Let me think. What are other ones that we can do? Okay, so another scan would be maybe a moving average crossover. You want to know when, say, the 8 crosses back above the 21 on a daily chart so that you can swing trade it. It's okay, Austin. That was had multiple squeezes, and I'm okay swinging that one. So again, we'll start here, right? We want the stock to be at least 25. Let's add that other volume filter back on, right? So let's start from scratch again. We're going to reset that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to want to scan on everything that's optionable and that ideally has weeklies. Okay, this will give it a little bit more there. And then what we're going to do is the stock, we want it again to be at least over $25. Okay. And then we want it to have some volume. So we're going to add the average volume back in here. So study this time. Volume, average volume, over the last 30 days. We're going to go simple this time, just to see what shows up. And greater than 750,000, okay, on the daily chart. So that's going to give us somewhat liquidity and at least a stock that's over 25. No corona. All right. And then we're going to look for that moving average crossover. So again, these are going to be studies. So you're going to add a study. Okay. And we're going to look for, let me see if I remember where it's at, crossovers. Okay. And then you got the moving average crossover right here. Okay. So then say you want the 8 exponential moving average cross above the 21 exponential moving average. And you can pick, just do, there should be a last. Was there not a last? There's not. Okay. The close. And then we'll do it on the daily for a swing trade. Okay. So this is going to show that any stock over $25 with an average volume of 750 on the daily chart that just had the 8 cross to 21, meaning that's a go long kind of signal. So if this works out right, we should have, there we go. We got 8. Okay, so I don't have a basic chart that has 21 on it. Let me put the 8 on this chart really quick. Average potential. And we're gonna make this the 8. All right. Okay, so we got here. Just check to see if it works. We got Baidu. So in theory, Baidu 8 is crossing over the 21 on the daily chart. We got, let's see, Dollar General. There it is, the 8 crossed the 21 right there. So this would be like a swing trade possibility here to take. You can go even more in depth. You want to have maybe the 78-minute, which would be the hour at this point, to cross over as well, and maybe have the daily had crossed within like 3 bars. That's a little bit more in depth, but we can do something like that too, right? So, will this let me? How do I do that? Last bars. Can't remember. I'm gonna have to think on that one. So, is this within 3 bars? No, I can't do it that way. Yeah, I don't know if that'll go both on here. Let's give it a shot. I did it once and I can't remember exactly, but we're gonna try it anyways. So momentum, moving average. We're gonna say we want the 8 exponential cross above the 21 exponential on the hourly. I don't know if this is gonna. Can't remember. Roger might know. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're not gonna do that. We'll do that later. So that's one for a swing trade. Okay, you know, you're watching the daily. And then if you want to see a VWAP cross, we'll do that one on intraday. So we're going to go ahead and change the crossover. Where's VWAP? Oh my gosh. VWAP. Let's see if that's it. There you go. Do standard. No, that's not the one I want. This is the VWAP scan. I know there's a way to do it. It might have to go custom. I might have to actually type it out. Yeah, I think we have to actually type it out. Let me just see, where'd that VWAP go? Current price is greater than, that's percent, 2 standard deviations. I don't want that. That's not the one I want. Let me try something. Okay, so I went ahead and made a custom one here where we have that the close is crossing the VWAP within 2 bars on a 5-minute chart. So this is the scan, and now to double check and make sure everything worked as it's supposed to, we're gonna go ahead and maximize this so we can get an idea. Hi, buddy. And we're just gonna pull up Bud, right? Bud within the last 2 bars should have crossed for VWAP. So there it is right there. Oh, hold on, let me move this other way and zoom in. Okay, so here's the VWAP, the purple dots. 2 bars ago, it closed below VWAP. Okay, so you could use this scanner here as another one if you're a VWAP trader, where you'd be like, hey, I want anything that within the last 2 bars on the 5-minute chart has crossed below VWAP. Or, well, in this case, it just crosses. So either one of these, it's going to go both ways, right? So Autodesk, ADSK. There was your, well, within 2 bars, it was below. So this, in this case, it reversed back up. But had you ran this scan, here's the close there. Could have scalped a little bit there. Okay, so let's see. Bank of America. I think I can filter this down even more so it's not back above. So there's another one. There's the close, and then there's the perfect run off of VWAP. Okay, so you can use this as, hey, there's a handful here, right, that are going below VWAP. Let me keep an eye on them for a possible push down. Like, here you go. This closed below, but it came back up. That could have been an entry. Take to the downside. You see the stair step pattern down. So this is one as a VWAP scanner that you can play within 2 bars. I don't think we can. You can make it even more fine-tune this, right? You want to change it. I want to know within the last bar. Okay, so 1 bar ago, we should have 38. All right, so rough idea here. Dock you. There's the close below VWAP right there in that bar. So we got Discover 1 bar ago below VWAP. Yep, there's the bar right there, but it opened back above. So that's a good little scanner, and you can fine tune these to other ways you want. So that's your VWAP scanner. Give me another one, and let me save this here. So if you guys like these, we'll we'll save these. So then let me do that other one again, so I can save it though, that you guys like, to the breakout scanner, right? So again, we want 25, and then we're going to change this. We're going to add that filter back on as a study. Volume, unusual volume here has increased at least 30% over the last 20 bars. Intraday, we can do, let's do this. We'll go, the 5-minute is breaking out 30%, and then we're going to add another one here for the breakout of 20% on the 15-minute. Okay, and then you hit scan. No matching symbols. Really, nothing's breaking out right now, huh? Let's just make sure it's actually working. Scan. There you go. All right, so we can do this, and then we'll just go ahead and save this as lesson. We can go 5-minute breakout scanner. Okay, so there we go. Anything? Let's see. What else you guys got? Come on. A wind scanner. No. Now if you want to get like really crazy here, there's another way you can do things. Like if I want to, so you have the squeeze, okay, the basic one that's in ToS, right? Not even the one that you have to buy. As I, all right, sorry about that, gang. Here we go. So say you really like using that TTM squeeze that comes with ToS. So you want to find things that are squeezing, okay? So again, super easy, right? Let's say let's go. Let's just see. Let's say you're a little day trader and you like to trade like penny stocks, right? So we're gonna go last, and here we're gonna be like, I want to trade anything that's at least $1 and no more than 10, right? And of course, again, we want it to be liquid. So we're gonna do the volume and make sure this thing's got some decent average volume here over the last 30 days. Okay, so you want it. We'll go 500. A little bit of liquidity here. Okay, and then now you want it to be in a squeeze. So it needs, again, we're on the all condition, right? So it needs to be in a squeeze. So we're gonna go study. Okay, so add filter. We're gonna go to a study, and then we are going to go to the license studies, and you're gonna pick the TTM scan. Okay, so and then we want this, your 5 minute, your day trading on the 5 minute chart. Okay, and we want it to be, hold on a second, let me see which one this one is really quick. See here. Yeah. 1 second, let me double check. I gotta add that. Okay. So now you have one that's in a squeeze on the 5 minute. Okay, and then now really you want to see it breaking out, we'll add that breakout one, the study with the unusual volume, and we want it to be increasing by at least 10% here over the last 20 bars on the 5 minute. So now you got some penny stocks that have some liquidity in a squeeze with a little bit of volume coming in. And please show me something. We got one SNGX. Let me see. SNGX. Okay, so here, why is it not coming over? So here's one. This is a 5 minute chart, but we got a squeeze, okay, and it's got some volume in the last few bars. 50% volume here. So it's breaking out, and that's only a small $1 to $10 ones, but to get an idea, like if you want to see how many actually show up here, let's see if we get anything right now. I don't know if we're going to. Today's like the word. Yeah, we don't have a lot breaking out today, but this would be one. You can even take this off so you can monitor it for ones that are in squeezes that are looking to break out. So it's a little bit better. We bring these up. Let me see here. What we know apron. So APRN. Here you go. That's not in a squeeze on the 5 minute. Let me see something. It won't let me edit that either, will it? So that's not in a squeeze on the 5. Why did that pop up? See, what's wrong? EDD. That one's in a squeeze. It's apron. Well, it should have showed up. It wasn't in the last bar, was it? APPN. Oh, thank you. That was apron. That's why I did it. So here's the APPN in the squeeze. Okay, so you have this list here, right? Okay, well, I got about 20 stocks. So let me go through these and see which one is in a 5 minute squeeze that looks the best, right? You can even make this a little bit better. Well, I want to be bullish, so I want anything that's in a squeeze that's trending up. Okay, you got a couple of different ways you can do this, because you can use the TTM stuff, or you can use your moving averages, right? So you can add a study, and then I want it to, let's see, moving average. Is it moving average scan? Let me see. Oh, that's the percent one. I don't want. That might work. Can't remember if it's that one or another one. Let me see. Monster training. Monster's not bad. You gotta think. You gotta keep your stop out within its average true range. So let me see. I don't remember. Let's just do a custom one. Okay, we're gonna do if the study of the moving average exponential. Okay. No, I'm sorry. If the price, we want price of the close, okay, crosses is greater than, okay, study, and we want moving average exponential of the 21, because that's technically trending. Well, we want to do this intraday. We'll do this intraday. We'll do the 8, okay, and hit within at least let's go with 1 bar for now and hit OK. All right, so in theory, this should be anything that's in a squeeze that is actually trading above, and we're going to change this to a 5-minute so that we have the right one. Okay, and scan, and let's see. Give me something. There we go. So we got 13. Okay, here's a 5-minute. So these all should be trading above the 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart. So we pull up. I'm going to make this bigger so you can see it. Okay, and we're going to bring Activision up. So Activision is trading above the 8 EMA right now. So, and it's in a squeeze. So this is something that's squeezing possibly to the upside. It's above the 8 EMA. And Papa John's. Okay, definitely above the 8 EMA in a medium squeeze here. Okay, and heading on up. Shake Shack too. So you get the idea. So this is a way to be like, hey, you know what? I got some stocks here that are in a squeeze. I want to look for something that is trending up. And, you know, like this one, for instance, Shake Shack. Heck, I like this up here to 83. Okay, that, you know, with this squeeze, I'll be looking for it to build energy and take up there. So there's a, you know, a little bit of a squeeze. Now we can get this a little bit more, you know, fine-tuned and change these again to all optionable and intersect with the weeklies just to get liquid stocks. And if you scan it now, 13 to 5. So you see how that dwindled it down to a little bit less of stocks, but you get more liquid ones because you're going to only the optionable ones. Now, if you don't want optional and you want to day trade a stock, then just do all stocks, right? And you don't have to intersect it with weeklies. You just want it to, you know, you're going to day trade stocks. So again, right, you could do $1 to $10 here. I don't know if this is going to bring up anything. There, you got 11 that are squeezing, trading above the 8 EMA on the 5-minute that you can day trade stocks on. So you see how this is versatile. You can change it up if you have a base one to work off of. You can change it up and know what to do. So if we looked at these, let's just take a look. Let's see how these aren't probably that great. I don't even. Party City is the only one I know. So Party City is a $5 stock trading above the 8 in a squeeze. So I'd be looking at this to run up to right here, especially if we can break out of this one. Okay, so I mean that's a nice little run off this squeeze if it works. Same thing. None of these are really, I don't really know most of these. It's above the 8, but this is downtrending. So here's a good example. Well, I picked it. It's above the 8. Well, now it's moving. Okay, but you see how the 8 is below the 21. So this really is on a downtrend. So if you want it to be on an uptrend and trading above the 8, we get a little bit more creative here. Okay, and we can edit this. And we also want to add that the study of the moving average is going to really bring down the list too. This moving average is greater than, oops, moving average exponential, the 21. Okay. Now you can see here, if I hit OK, that the close of the 5-minute is greater than the 8 EMA, and that the 8 EMA is greater than the 21 EMA. Okay, I don't think I need to fix that. The 8 EMA is greater than the 21. Okay, now let's see. So these are again intraday penny stocks, but if we bring up Airbus, you can see that the 8 is above the 21. It's actually trading above the 21, and it's in a squeeze. So my goal here would be breakout of 443 and then up to 456. QTT, right? Squeeze. 8's above the 21. Be looking for this to run up to 317. So you get the idea. And if you want to go back to your regular, I'm an options trader, so let's go all optionable with our weeklies. And you want anything that's over $20, right? And now you scan. We got 2. Okay. This is just a 5-minute though. So Baidu, right? Day trade Baidu. It's trading above the 8. 21's there, so we're in a bullish move. We got a squeeze. We're looking for Baidu to break out 140. And then Lulu, right? Lulu's looking pretty good. Now Lulu is current bar is trading below the 8, but the last bar closed above the 8. And we're stacked up with a squeeze. So if it can hold the 8 EMA, I'd be looking for 365. So you get the idea, gang. That's ways to do it. Likewise, you want to do the same thing, but you want it on a daily. I'm a swing trader. Yeah, I want only the daily. That's fine. Change these bars here and do the scan. Let's see. 1. Len. That's so funny. Let me change this back to a daily. So there you can see it. The 8 drops 21. We're closed above it. We're in a squeeze. So I'll be looking for Len to run up to this 79 and then up here to this 80. So those are your kind of ideas. So let's what do you guys like? Do you like it on the daily, or do you want me to save this as like an intraday one? You guys change it. Daily. All right. So here we go. We'll save this one. So this is lesson. Yes, it is being recorded, Jack. Absolutely. Lesson, and this is daily swing with squeeze. Trending up. Okay. So there you go. So likewise, well, James, I want to trade it to the downside. I'm a short seller. That's fine. Super easy. You change this right here. Okay. You edit these. Less than. Less than. Okay. Now this is everything trending down. We have nothing right now. There's nothing trending down on the daily in a squeeze. But we can check intraday, right? We'll just go 5-minute. Anything squeezing on the 5-minute? Come on. Show me something. Anything. Give me one thing to look at. TikTok. Oh. No matching symbol. So nothing right now is heading down. Okay. The close is less than the 8. Hold on. Maybe I messed this one up. Let me see. Okay. The 8 is less than the 21. No, that's right. So this is intraday. So there's nothing right now, right? That is scary. Anything here over $1 trending down right now. I can't have it wrong. Well, nothing in a squeeze, we should say, that's trending down. That's funny. So nothing at the current moment. All right, but you get the idea. So you can change them up a little bit. I'm trying to think of a little bit more advanced here. Let me see what else I have on this. What other? Give me an idea, gang. What do you guys use? We did Vwap. We did the moving average crossovers. What else can we use here? Let me see. What do I have? Let me get an idea. Oh, no, that's not it. Let's see. Load. I mean, like other ways, right? Just to get an idea here. So we'll do this, right? I'm just going to use this as an example, and I better go back to this. So like say you want it, another option here to do is, we'll take off squeeze just to see. So say you want, we're going to do an and or kind of scenario, right? So we want something that is trending up. So we're going to do a study. And just again, we're just going to use the moving average again, right? So the wrong one, we're going to edit this. And I'm going to try this again. Custom. Crossovers. Now I don't want the moving average crossover. Yeah, I don't want to edit it. Edit. So we want the moving average, we want the price to be greater than, and then this is where we'll do the study of the moving. Darn it, I hate when you do that. Moving average. So we want it above that, right? But we do not want the price to be, I'm trying to think, below the 21. This is another option you can do, but I'm just using it as an example, right? So if we add this, we want it to not be, okay, below the 21. So if we do that again, let me see if I can just go and then edit this. Yeah. Oh, I can't edit that one. All right, hold on. Where'd it go? Which one did I use that I edited? I think it was moving average scan. Edit. No, that wasn't it. All right, fine. We're gonna do this my own way. Custom. Try that again. Do one more time. One more time. Please. Custom. Okay, so we're gonna edit this, and then we want that the price, okay, is not equal to study. Wait, hold on, no, because that's already that way. Cross is less than, and the moving average. Where are you? Exponential. Yeah, there it is. And the 21. So then what this means that we don't want the price to be below the 21. Can you find stocks and flag patterns? Yes, you can. Okay, so let's see if this brings up anything. No matching symbols. That's a bad example. I'll find one. So if you want to do something that is in flag pattern, I think I can't read Roger's chart there. I don't know if that's it. But if you want to do patterns, then you can just go, let's remove this, remove conditional group. So if you want something that's in a pattern, like if you want a bullish only, I've never used these, to be quite honest, so I don't know how they work. Yeah, see, I've never used any of these, so I don't know how their filters work. But you can scan for certain patterns, you know, like a doji candle, length 20. See, I don't know what any of these means. Let me see, ACB. Let's see what that looks like. That's really in a doji. ACB. I mean, maybe it was a second ago on that 5-minute chart. What else do we have? Activision, maybe? Let's see. I don't know how these scans work. And maybe that was a doji candle a second ago, but I don't know. So you can scan for patterns. I've never used a pattern scanner. So you just got to mess with it to see. Okay, I usually use it for like moving average crossovers, breakouts, that sort of thing, which is easy to do. So let's see, other popular trend. Let me show you kind of ones that I have. Like if you have the Squeeze Pro, not the Squeeze Pro, like the 10X, right? We can go a little bit crazy with this one. Let me reset. And sorry, I was reading. You guys are saying yes. So like if you have like the 10X bars, one of the ones that you paid for, so you can put those in here as well. Like say I want to know what is currently trending up based off the 10X bars, so I can look for some sort of entry. Okay, so you would come in here again. Let's go all optionable and with weeklies. So we'll start there, and we're gonna go ahead and add a filter, right? Of the let's see, is there last? Yeah, the last is greater than 25. We'll just stick with 25, And then again, we're going to add in um, the volume just so we have liquid. Okay. But then now we have the 10x bars. Okay. So it gets a little tricky here, but you can go to study and we're going to go to custom and we're going to go to the think to script editor. And then now this is st underscore 10x. Okay, that's what's listed as the study. And then it's I believe it's that. Let me see. Scan goes. I believe that's it. Hold on, let me double check. Yep. Okay. So what I did here. All right. Look at that, Roger. A little bit of programming. Anyways, so what this is this st underscore 10x is the name of the indicator. So if you named it something else, if you named it, John Carter's 10x bars, you would have to type that all out. And then the scan and equals to 1. What this means for the 10x bars, 1 is green, 0 is yellow, and -1 is red. So when you do this, just to kind of show you here, I'm just going to use the daily as the example. So it brought up 235, right? That have a green bar. So that's very vague, but just to show you again, right? ABBV has a green bar. So it's very vague, but it pulls up a lot. Now, if you want to get even more in depth with it, you can be like, well, I want it to be squeezing. So again, say you have the pro this time. So we're going to add a study. This time it's going to be custom, but I think we can pull it this way too. Let's see, the study st. Do I have it? Yep. So you can pull it up this way too. I think it's the scan one. As a value, it didn't work that way. Okay, let's try it. Try it the other way. This is st squeeze pro scan equals, I think it's 0. No, I messed something up on that one. Hold on, I gotta find my other scanner. Okay, so now say you want to have something with a 10x bars that are green, so they're trending up or with momentum, and you want them in a squeeze pro. So if you have the squeeze pro and you want it to at least be in some sort of a squeeze, you just come in here and you put in, just like we did, st underscore squeeze pro, so the name of your squeeze pro, and then the parentheses. So now you can see here, if I do Foot Locker on the daily, bring it over, you can see that Foot Locker, the 10x bars are green, and we're in a squeeze. Okay, so that's how you can kind of use these. So we look again, let's just say McDonald's. So there you go, right? We got a high squeeze going on, and it's got a green 10x bar. Okay, so now I can look at this for a possible re-entry to take it to the upside, especially if you look at the rest of your bars. Okay, so you can see how crazy you can get with these, right? Like, well, I have this, but now I really want it to be above the 21 moving average. So we're gonna, change this out again, and we want to study the exponential moving average exponential, and you just want that. Oh, I did it wrong again. It's price close, okay, is greater than, and then so this is 10x bars. I like to be above the 21 moving average, right? So you can do this, and you can get really in depth. So I want it to be trading, above the 21. So this is anything that's bullish, and that's probably not going to have anything on the daily. There's 3, so let's take a look and see if that's right. We'll look at Pfizer and see. So PFE, right? So there we go. We got a medium squeeze. We are trading above the 8, and it's green. But remember what I said? It's trading above the 21 moving average. So there you go. This one's trading above the moving average. We got green. We're in a squeeze. Hey, I want to put this on my watch list because, well, the weekly and the 78 are sideways. So maybe we look for a breakout on this bull flag on the 78. The weekly's in a high squeeze. Okay, so you can look at this for a breakout opportunity. Same thing, McDonald's, just to get another idea. Okay, McDonald's, we're trading above the moving average, but it's in a high squeeze, great, but it's a down candle. The weekly looks good, and the 78 is starting to curve over. So this could be something, because I really do like this high squeeze, that I would watch the 78 for it to be back above the 21 moving average. And then, hey, I'm going to look for this to go green, this to continue up and fire, and the trend to keep going. So then you put that on your swing trade watch list. Okay, so that's another thing you can do. And you can get really crazy with this, right? You go, well, I don't want it to be below the 8, but I want it above the, like, I don't want the 8 to be below the 21, so it can truly be bullish. Or you just make the 8 greater than the 21. If you really want to go, like, I need super bullish stocks, you can be like, I need the 8 above the 21, and I also need the 21 and 8 above the 34. And then now you have a crazy bullish play, and so there's a ton of things you can do, but these are basic ones, right? So this would be like, we'll just save this, is our lesson, daily squeeze, and this actually won't work for half you guys. I can't share half this because of the Pro Squeeze Pro 10X. Can't share this one. Buy it, but this is a good one. I'll save it. So there are tons of different ways you guys can do things. Let's see. Maybe I only want to find stocks that have a squeeze on either the 5, 15, or 30. That's where this conditional group comes in, right? Any of the following. And then that's where I want to be like, I want, let's see, Squeeze Pro Scan. So we'll just do study and here, and we're going to type it in, st_squeeze pro scan. Okay. I want it to be on the 5 minute, either the 5 minute. I want it to be I want it to either be on the 15 minute, and I also want one either to be on the 30 minute, right? So now you have your options here, on what you want to day trade, but it being in a squeeze. Okay, any of the following here could be in a squeeze, right? And then you want, let's see, that's a daily, so we're gonna remove these as well, just to show you. Okay, so this means I want this scan to show me anything over $25 with 750,000 in trading. Okay, that it has to have these items. Then it can have any of these, which is the 5, 15, and 30. So any one of these can be in a squeeze. And then now you can pick your time frame. Holy crap, 228. So that's just a huge one. But if you look at it here, any one of these, right? Apple, it says, is in a squeeze. Now you go, okay, nothing on the 5, nothing on the 15. Oh, but there it is on the 30. So let's watch it for maybe a turnaround. Watch for this to change direction, and then that could be your entry here. So there's that, right? We got, I don't know, ADP just showed up. So we got, this one has a squeeze on all 3 time frames. So hey, man, this has got a squeeze. We got a squeeze building up here. We got a low squeeze here. We got a medium squeeze here. 30 minute, right? So I'd be watching this one for a breakout, because this squeeze could fire this one, and fire this one. Remember, your longer time frames kind of like the continuation of the trend. So if this goes green, boom, let's take it and follow through. So that could be like maybe another breakout scanner, right? There's just so much you can do here, guys, right? But be like, you can even go like this, right? We'll give even a little bit more. Well, I don't want it to be yellow 10x, right? I just want it to be squeezing, but not have like what the 10x bars consider consolidation. So you can come in here and not the SD scan. Is it 10x? Make me do the whole capitals in there, don't you? Yeah. So you can be like this, right? Oh god, what was the scan? ST crap, I forgot what it was now. Hold on. I think it was underscore scan. Ah, crap, I can't remember. Hold on a second. And we'll go ahead and edit this one, right? To ST 10x, and it's that one, scan, and then equals 0, okay? And then what this means is now I want anything over 25. I want it to have at least 750,000 average volume. I do not want it to be in yellow on the 10x bars. And what that means, guys, if you guys remember, the yellow is, well, Netflix is the example, right? Yellow just means consolidation, sideways. So we don't want it to be in that on, well, we'd have to add it 3 times over. So we'll just use the 5-minute for an example. But we want it to have either a 5, 15, or 30-minute squeeze. And then you scan that, and what it'll do is, out of these 88, none of them, in theory, should have yellow 10x. So if we check it out, and we look here, let's take a look. Apple is red. Okay, it doesn't have a squeeze on the 5, but it has it on the 30. Okay, so there's that one. So it's just telling me nothing here. So none of these, if we went through them all, would have a 5-minute in yellow. Okay, so this one does here 30. So if we redo this scan and also add it for the 30, Aflac should fall off this scan, right? So if we go back and we add another one, just as the example, right? We're just going to go, okay, and we're going to change this to a 30 without extended hours on. Now, if you notice, Aflac, since we know Aflac has a yellow bar, should disappear. So at the very minimum, we should see 87. So we scan that, and now we have 64. So, and then if you look, Aflac's gone. So this is telling me that the 5 and 30-minute are not going to be consolidating, but the 5, 15, and 30, one of those is in a squeeze, and they're liquid. Okay, so you guys just see the capability of the ToS scanner. Once you get the hang of it and understand how it works, you could do a lot of different scans. I mean, if you guys saw, I have tons in here that I've been messing with, right? I mean, look at all these, that me just trying to like mess around and see which way works. Once you get the hang of it, look at all these. I mean, I have like, I want it to be in a 10x bar red in a squeeze on the 30-minute and only in this range. You know what I mean? Like, you can do so much, right? I got squeezes that are trending down. I don't know how much they actually work. I haven't messed with them lately, but once you get the hang of it, you can just do so much different things in ToS for the scanners. So a lot of things you can do here, gang. A lot of things. All right, unusual option volume. That was red text from recent. All right, cool. You guys got any questions? I mean, I'll put this video up. I'll put the ToS links for those few that we did in here. But you can see how we can make so many different scans. So, if there's no more questions, I'm going to stop that video. We got about 8 minutes left in the market. So, good to go. There's Brandon. Brandon's typing. Let's see what Brandon's got to say. Dun, 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 dun. Nothing. Heisenberg. James, you're staying until 4 anyway? Yeah, sure. No. All right. But I mean, guys, you can get so in depth, right? Where, you know, like I was saying, like if you're a really good, you know, like long-term swing trader, you can be like, I want these to be, I want to have the moving averages on top of each other on the weekly, daily, and hourly chart, and I want it to just enter a 10x, you know, green bar on the 78. Then you got like, you can really fine tune it. So there's a ton of things you can do. All right, but we'll go from there, and we'll make more scans together as we come up with things. We got a couple here, right, out of this. Let's see. Where's the lessons? Down here. Yeah, so we got a 5-minute breakout, the 10-minute squeeze long, the swing trade squeeze. So we can Vwap scanner. So we can even mess with these when the market is open normal, right? Like Monday. So when we have a little bit better not light volume, no, people are actually trading, and then we can really break these out and check on them. Yeah, it's an iron condor Heisenberg, so you can just leave it alone. I'm leaving mine on. It's at 30%. I'm not going to roll it out, and 20% to go. It's defined risk. All right, gang, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording. I'll get it uploaded here today for your guys' review a little bit later.